Hey guys, thanks for joining us. We are going to answer a few questions that we've been getting about the business. We've been in Jamaica the last week and getting a lot of questions about the business and what's involved. And so we thought that we would just hop on and answer those for you quick. So we are able to earn 2 success trips a year from our company. These qualification periods run from January to June and then from July to December. They're 5-star trips for 2. Your airfare is included, your hotel's included, all your food and drinks are included. They are amazing, and we get little swag bags and all kinds of fun stuff. So I know a lot of you are interested in the trips, and they're amazing. So we'll talk about a few of the other questions that we've been getting, starting with, is it really free to join? So Amy, can you answer that one for us?
Yes, it is absolutely free to join. There's no startup fee. There's no monthly fee. There's no inventory. And a lot of other companies make you do that in order to stay a part of their community. And that's one thing about NuSkin. You are part of the community and you don't have to invest any money. They want you to choose to change your life.
Yes, that was one of the things that when I joined that I loved about it. I was looking at a different company and there were some startup fees that were about $2,000 and it was the turnoff for me. So I love the fact that you literally can get started for $0. And there, like Amy said, there aren't any monthly fees. There aren't any inventory to keep. It literally is free to join. So there isn't a catch. We get a lot too that I'm not good at sales. I'm not sure I can do this. Chris, could you answer or tackle that one for us?
Sure. Good. We don't want you to be good at sales because that's not what we're doing. What we're doing is sharing things that we love. I got started doing this because I loved something. And when, I was told all you have to do is share it on your social media. That's it. You don't need to be salesy. First of all, this is about you and what you're doing. So you want people to be able to trust you when you're talking to them. You just want to be yourself. So I think it's great if you don't have sales experience because that's not what we're looking for.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, and kind of think of it like this is that like if you go to a good restaurant, you tell all your friends about it, right? So
Absolutely.
If you're using great products, it's just a matter of sharing the products that you love and giving your own personal testimony about it.
Right.
And we get this one a lot. I don't have any experience or, I just don't think that I'd be any good at this. Latricia, can you tackle that one?
Absolutely. The coolest thing about that is that, guess what? Every single one of us started and we had no clue what we were doing. We have set systems in place. Your coach will help you, hold your hand, help you every day for the first 2 whole posting sequences. And don't even worry about what that means because you'll learn that too. But we have systems in place. Some have gone before us and we just follow what those steps are. And literally it's not hard. It takes work to do it, but the process is super simple to follow.
Yeah. And I think it's interesting too, that we are all from different backgrounds. Some of us were working full time. Some of us were part-time. Some of us were stay-at-home moms, Uber drivers, just for our kids. But I mean, all ages from, I think 22 is probably the youngest. And I don't even know how old the oldest person on our team is, but we have all different backgrounds and there really is no experience needed. We call it on the job training. So we, like Latricia said, we all start knowing nothing. And the team that we're on is actually the fastest growing team globally. We are the team that started social media sharing. And so we have a system that's in place and really all you have to do is plug into it. So when I first started, I knew nothing. I would ask my coach, what do I need to do next? And it was literally do this. Okay, what do I need to do next? Do this. And that system is in place for all of us. And so what we'll do is we'll just plug you in and we'll be helping you with every step along the way, like Latricia said. I know I mentioned some work full-time. Tori, you're one of the ones that works full-time. How do you do this with a full-time job?
Yeah, I do. And I mean, I just plug in whenever I possibly can. I do, things in the evenings. I do things on the weekend. It's very attainable and the system in place is amazing, and it lets us be successful with what we have. So it's simple, it's really just about the social media aspect of it, sharing what you have and what you can get out there, and the rest of it all comes in, in play together. So it's an amazing system, and I'm excited about being a part of the team. So it's very simple.
Excited to have you. And we all know that all of us on here are probably some of the busiest women that we know, right? Michelle, you might be the busiest. So how do you do this when you don't have time, when you are so busy?
Okay, so I think that's probably, yes. Anyone who I send this to is going to know that I have my hands in 18 million different things. And that being said, it's so possible. The busy ones are the best ones because we are the best multitaskers. Let's be honest. And if the chances are, if you got this video, we've seen your Facebook, we've seen you posting. We know that you're qualified somewhat to do this. So if you have the time to post, then I can promise you, you have the time to do this business. There's things that we don't do, like as much scrolling and the great part about it is there's so many of us. And when you first join, we're going to ask you, how much do you want to work? How much do you want to do this business? How much time do you want to put into it? Do you want to put a little bit of time? Do you want to put a lot of time? Where do you want to be in it? That's really what we're here for, is what you want out of this business. That might mean just extra money for gas, extra money for groceries. That might mean Christmas money for you. That might mean I want to stay at home with my kids kind of money. So we're going to adapt to what you need. And we're going to make sure that we figure out a system that you can utilize no matter what your schedule is. And we're going to put that in place for you to make sure you're successful and that we can get the most out of whatever time that you have.
Yeah, that's a good point, because we do all have different amounts of time, and we're able to figure out where this business fits in. When I first started, it was to make some extra vacation money. And I just did that casually for a couple of years. And then about 2 years ago, when the pandemic hit, things kind of changed for us at home with my husband's job. And it, kind of forced me to look at this a little bit harder and say, this could be a little bit bigger. And so from, probably about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I kind of stepped it up a notch. And obviously, I think since then I've earned 4 success trips and making a little bit more than just vacation money now. So it's been a huge blessing, but anybody can do this. Like we all said, you don't have to have any experience. Most of us had 0. You don't need to be from a certain background. You don't have to have a college education. None of that matters. Really just an openness to something new. I know for me, I was very uncomfortable when I first started. It took me a little while to get used to it because I just wasn't on Facebook that much and I didn't put myself out there. And probably the same for a lot of you girls, right? I don't think any of us were big, social media influencers. We were just looking to make a little bit of extra money. So how do you make money? That's a good question too. There's everything that we do, you're going to make retail profit on. So you can do that one of 2 ways. Some of us order in bulks. You get a discount when you order in bulk, and then you can pass that savings on to your customer. Or some that are busier might opt to just send links to order. And if you use a link to order, then your customer will fill that out, and then NuSkin will handle the order for you. The product will come from NuSkin directly. So that's something that we can explain a little bit more in detail if you want to get with the person that invited you to this call. If you got an invitation from somebody, like Michelle said, there was some thought put behind that. The person that invited you thinks that you already probably have what it takes to do this, that you'd be great at it. We're constantly talking about dream team members and who we'd like on our team. So if you got an invite, then, think about it. Think about maybe, could you do this? Could you share products? You have a support system that'll be here to help you. We all work together with one another. It really is a community of women that lift each other up and just encourage each other. It goes so much more beyond just making some extra money for gas or groceries or vacations, honestly. So just get with the person that invited you and don't let fear stand in your way. I can tell you, again, I was super nervous when I started. It's taken me a little while to kind of hit my stride. Some of you have probably seen that if you've been with me from the beginning 5 years ago. So don't let fear stop you. And, we'd love to have you. So thanks for your time, guys. Thanks, girls. I appreciate you guys helping out.
Thanks for coming, y'all.
Thanks.
Thank you.